An Italian cruise ship will dock in Singapore as scheduled tomorrow after it was turned away by Thailand and Malaysia over coronavirus concerns. All passengers on board the Costa Fortuna will undergo health checks when they disembark here.
Well, the cruise operator has also cancelled its original plan to depart Singapore tomorrow because of what it called restrictive measures applied by ports included in the ship's itinerary. Ahmad Khan tells us more.
Behind me is the Marina Bay Cruise Center, where Costa Fortuna is due to dock on Tuesday. The ship, which carries about 2,000 people, including dozens of Italians, was turned away from Phuket and Penang last week. The Maritime and Port Authority and the Singapore Tourism Board said in a joint statement that all of its passengers had earlier embarked from Singapore and had completed pre-embarkation checks. These include looking into their travel history and temperature screenings. The ship last departed Singapore last Tuesday, and on its part, it has declared that none of its passengers on board is showing symptoms of fever or respiratory illness. The doctor on the ship will check passengers and crew to ensure they are healthy before they disembark here. And those entering Singapore must still go through temperature screening as a precautionary measure. And in addition, those showing fever or other respiratory illness symptoms but do not meet the Health Ministry's clinical case definition may be required to undergo a COVID-19 swab test. Now, if they refuse to take the swab test, they won't be allowed to enter the country. The authorities have stressed that this is a scheduled call by the ship and that cruise terminals here remain open to scheduled cruise calls out of Singapore. Unscheduled calls have been disallowed since the 24th of February.
The ship's operator has cancelled its original plan to depart Singapore tomorrow. The ship has been scheduled to dock at several ports, including Koh Samui in Thailand and Penang and Malacca in Malaysia.
The company says that guests who have booked the cruise will be offered vouchers for a new trip. Costa Cruises also says that it's also evaluating another Costa Fortuna cruise, which is due to leave Singapore in 10 days before arriving in Italy next month.